again.
Okay, Rachel, we often talk about books here on 8 West, from Rachel's book club selections to my fascination with interesting and topical nonfiction.
Buying books can be very expensive, and what do you do with all the books that you've already read?
Well, recently we visited a great new operation at Goodwill Industries where they are turning donated books into big money the 21st century way. Take a look. Okay, today we have to take you behind the scenes at one of the most unique bookstores that you'll ever see. It's actually the online version of Goodwill Industries' book-selling retail operation. I'm here with Lynn Koss, who is part of the Community Relations Department at Goodwill. Lynn, tell us about this whole book operation. I feel like I'm in the bowels of Amazon.com.
Well, in a way you are. When someone donates a book to Goodwill, every book has a ISBN number. We have the equipment to scan the ISBN number, and if it's valuable enough, we put it here on our shop Goodwill, on our Amazon, and we'll extract the greatest value from it. So you can be sure we will get the most money possible doing it that way.
And it's kind of interesting because you actually came upon the idea that the books that were being donated to you were, in some cases, valuable enough to consider selling them yourselves online because you saw other people coming in, buying them, and selling them themselves.
And reselling them, right. And we're always surprised what books end up having the most value. It's often things like car manuals. I think we had a 1964 Corvette manual that sold for $180. It's never what you would necessarily think would be of the most value.
Okay, so how does it work? Take us from the time that book is dropped off. You scan it, you evaluate it?
Every book that comes in, and depending how many books we have, if we have 100 of that certain title, it will stay in the store on the market to be sold at the store. If it is over X amount, it will come to be sold on Amazon.
Okay, so the online site that anybody can log on to, which is really great. And so you're talking about that ISBN number here.
Right.
Every single book is cataloged that way. It's interesting because you think about buying a college textbook, for example. That's how you know which one your professor is asking for. But every book has that.
Every book has that. And that is what has enabled us to do this program and to really find what the market value for our books are.
Which is great, and that's really been a great infusion of extra resources for Goodwill. How much do you guys make on this?
We make net operating gain $10,000 to $15,000 a month on this. So this is a month. A great money maker. Helps support our mission programs of helping people with barriers to employment get back to work. And it's also created 4 jobs. So we're an economic development force in our community. So, not only are we not filling the landfill and your good books are not going, into the garbage, but there's 4 extra jobs, money for our mission, sort of a win-win.
It is really wonderful, and it doesn't stop really in this operation even at books, because video games, DVDs.
Exactly.
What a great combination, and just kind of a reminder to people about the overall mission of Goodwill.
Oh, it is. It really is. And also it's a nice venue for people to get good reading material at good prices. So we all like a bargain, too. So we feel like we really help people in our community with this in a lot of different ways.
That's right. So Goodwill Industries is a great place to find great reading at a wonderful price, and of course, you're helping the community along the way. And Rachel, it's so interesting because they actually hit on this idea when they discovered people were coming in, going through the books, buying a bunch of them, and then at one point one of the workers said, "Why are you buying so many books?" They'd seen the same person. Well, this person had started an online business selling these books. So the folks at Goodwill Industries had no idea how valuable some of these books would turn out to be. And so it's just this wonderful operation. I have to tell you, we do so many stories here on 8 West. I do love books, but this was one of the most fascinating stories I have done in months. I just found it so incredible.
You learned so much.
Yeah, I had no idea this little cottage industry existed. You, by the way, are encouraged to donate your books to Goodwill Industries.
Starting this month, eBay is spotlighting organizations that are trying to help put people back to work. And, of course, it's including Goodwill Industries.
That's right. It's a great organization, so advanced in their sorting and selling of all donated goods. But can you believe $10,000 to $15,000 per month added to the bottom line?
Amazing.
That's net revenue to Goodwill Industries, and that's after they've hired 4 additional people to work in this part of their operation. It really is remarkable.